This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Callum Johnson here in Bolton. Callum, first and foremost, how have you been keeping?
I'm not bad, mate. I'm not bad. I'm just keeping on it, keeping active, and hopefully waiting for something to come up.
I feel like we're missing the party downstairs as soon as we start the interview. Everybody's like on the jollies, but obviously let's just start off with the big news that broke last night. A campmate of yours that you've just had a bit of sparring with, Callum Smith, has finally secured that big fight with Canelo. Just kind of your reaction to finally seeing it over the line?
It's great, isn't it? You know, it's great for the gym. It's great for Callum. I'm pleased for him. And do you know what? He really can do it as well. It's not like one of these fights where he's just being picked and just to get beat. I really believe he's got a great chance.
With a fight like that, I know you've had a tough period recently trying to secure a fight yourself, but when you see Callum securing something like that, does it give yourself a little bit of a boost?
Yeah, I don't know if it gives me a boost, but it's like you say, where my career is concerned, I'm kind of fed up talking about it, if I'm honest. I'm just kind of doing what I'm doing. I'm training, keeping fit, keeping active. I say sparring today, keeping sparring, and just so I am ready if something does open up.
Come on to yourself in a little bit, but just to stick with Callum, what do you feel the keys to success are for Callum Smith without giving away too much?
Like you say, I think he's never going to box anybody as big as Callum, or obviously. And with Callum's range, his strength, his power, he's got everything. He's got everything to upset him. Listen, it's a tough task. Canelo's pound for pound #1 in the world, and he's that for a reason. He's been up to light heavyweight and he's beat Kovalev. Although Kovalev was an old shot fighter in my opinion. It's an interesting fight. You know, it's an hard fight. It's an hard fight for them both. But I believe if Callum gets it right on the night, he can pull it off.
I know that. From yesterday when the fight was announced to the night of the fight, it's just in and around 4 weeks in between it. I know Callum was in the gym before that, he's been in there for a few months, but between the official announcement and fight night, do you think 4 weeks will make any difference? Or?
Well, yeah, 4 weeks. I mean, Callum's been on it anyway. He's been in the gym for a while now training, and there's been talks of it maybe happening for a while anyway, so he has been training. And 4 weeks, yeah, I mean, when you stay active and you're staying in the gym, and like Callum has been, 4 weeks is plenty of time to get ready, really, where he's at now anyway. He's fight fit now, so with another 4 weeks to go, he'll be there.
There's been kind of a mixed reaction over social media. You've got people who are backing him to the hills, or there are people who are kind of just maybe overlooking him and just assuming Canelo will come away with victory. What do you make of it when you see kind of such a mixed reaction?
You can't, over the years, I've kind of learnt to not think about what other people think, or because there's always going to be people with different opinions, and before I used to look at them, and sometimes you'd see some of these trolls, if you like, say things, and you just get down a little bit. But now you just kind of think, you're going to get people that don't like you, you're going to get people that don't rate you, you're going to get people that think you're absolutely brilliant, and none of them really mean anything at the end of the day. Even the good opinions, they don't really mean anything because they're not going to help you when you're in there. So it's social media. It's nice, but it's it can be bad as well.
Callum, to come on to yourself, we all know there's a lot been going on with the last couple of weeks. Your name coming up with regards to other scenarios, but. Is there anything that's kind of changed recently? Have you got any update for us as to what could be in store?
Nah, not really, no. I'm just, I'm just staying fit, staying active, staying sharp. So if the call does go and I do get a door that opens for me, I'm ready to go, and I don't want to miss the opportunity if and when it comes. But at the same time, it's getting to the point where, I'm going to have to start looking at getting a job soon at this rate, That money tree I've been picking up for the last 18 months starting to run out of leaves. So I'm going to, come January, February, I'm going to have to start looking elsewhere if something don't come up.
Callum, just before I let you shoot off, I just want to get your thoughts on a couple of the fights that are coming up. Sticking with a light heavyweight division in the UK, Yard versus Arthur, your thoughts?
It's an interesting fight. I watched Arthur when he won the Commonwealth title. You know, he's put under a lot of pressure, but he's got some good skills as well. Yard, we've seen Yard quite a bit. He can punch, but he hasn't got the experience Arthur's got in boxing. He has as a pro, obviously, but in the whole, it's an interesting fight.
And then you've got another one in Shakan Peters, the current British champion, versus Craig Richards towards the middle of, or the endish of December. Sorry, again, your thoughts?
I've got to be honest, I've never seen either of them. I've never seen either of them once.
Well, that's fair enough. Well, we'll leave it there, and we'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your day. I know you've got a long drive back home, so I do not envy you, Callum, but I appreciate you giving up some time, and thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thank you, mate. Nice to see you.